Yeah, like I stream as a hobby now. Like I'll just do it occasionally. But I used to do it like I wanted to do it like as every 13-year-old boy ever did. They wanted to do it for a career. And I'm like, I can do this shit. So I draw lots of cooking or whatever. And I started. I came to my athletic director in high school and was like, hey, what if I started a soccer team? He's like, sure. So I did it. I was like, yeah, kind of fun, whatever. And it existed kind of off and on until my senior year because it was right after COVID, and he was like, and my athletic director was like, hey, you can't relax open house for fucking horns. It's gonna be so annoying. Cool. Not really. My girlfriend's a big soccer fan, and she's getting me into it. She convinced me to buy a season ticket, so I'm a season ticket holder now. But then like it's fine with me because have somewhat of I have an absurd amount of Cincinnati spirit, so like it was bound to happen anyway.
Are you from Cincinnati? Yeah, no, literally people from Cincinnati get Cincinnati spirit. Like,
I
just outruns.
and they typically also have this brief spell where they're like, I fucking hate it here. I want to
Oh,
leave.
yeah.
And then they're like, no, it's not that bad. It's fine. I could live here the rest of my life. But yeah, like this is where I want to spend as much of it. I mean, like there's 3 professional teams, 2 semi-pro teams, a shit ton of colleges. Like,
You realize that George and Pitt are the biggest teams?
you dummy.
Ah,
You dummy.
fun shit. It'd be great. We just write down the numbers of all of them. Yep, they win games. We win
Do you think having both UC and Xavier in the same city, even sharing the same ice rink, elevates this rivalry?
What's the name of the city again? That's my answer to that.
Heritage. What defines it? Is it defined by tradition? Is it being the city's oldest hockey team? Some say it's about a certain rivalry. Heritage isn't just a culture, it's a location. On the banks of the Ohio River, in the heart of downtown, and atop College Hill, there's only one Cincinnati, one king of the Queen City. This is a battle of borders, a clash of city limits, a rivalry at the river, a war on the waterfront. This is our city, our throne, our heritage. So, are you ready to fight for the red and black? For Clifton? For old Cincinnati? It's time for the 2023 Crosstown Face-Off.
I should have had something pregame before. Damn it. I didn't think it was going to be this long. Yeah. I guess. I mean, they're probably a lot more particular with it because it's. Yes. both.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like I have Zach and Eric.
I mean, I'll know my guys a little easier.
Yeah, I.
So,
So the way that I run home broadcasts, you should have everything to do a hesitate. I try to, but if I don't get it, I just say their number, and it's fine. That's what I did in high school all the time. I was like, number 3. What? Like, because for the home
Starting for your Xavier Musketeers, number 29, Jack Frambies. Number 23, Sam D'Antonio. Number 71, Tim Saunders. Number 27, Dylan Russo. Number 91, Matt Mahan. And number 14, James Raffon. And starting for the Cincinnati Bearcats, number 1, Ian Cosby. Number 20, Jacob Gupta. Number 25, George Zimmer. Number 9, Bridget Anderson. Number 12, Steve Bowser. Number 28, Mitch Morial. Please rise and remove your caps for the presentation of our national anthem.
Beautiful day for hockey here in the Queen City as the Cincinnati Bearcats prepare to take on the Xavier Musketeers in the second game of the Crosstown Faceoff. For Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog. Thank you so much for joining us today inside of Heritage Bank Center. Big thank you to both the Heritage Bank Center and the Cincinnati Cyclones for being such gracious hosts and allowing us to use the ice today. Now, we've had starting lineups. They're already out. Starting for the Bearcats, number 1, Ian Cosby. Number 20, Jacob Guptill. Number 25, George Zimmer. Number 9, Brett Anderson. Number 12, Steve Lavasser. And number 28, Mitch Morial. You play for the team.
Morial, yes.
Morial?
Yes,
okay. Morial is the actual name.
Former Musketeer, hoping to go 2-0 against his former team, leading to the Bearcats
transfer
now. Yeah.
As puck drop is away. Initially won by Xavier, now back into the possession of Xavier. It'll be sent behind the goal line, picked up by Cincinnati, bounced off backboard. Cincinnati trying to get off to a quick early start like they did yesterday. Came up with a 6-3 win as the puck currently trapped by the goal. Cincinnati trying to clear it out. Not much success so far, finding a little bit of room with Anderson going down the far side. Gets picked up by Xavier. Let's take it the other way. Looking for their first goal. Didn't score until late in the first period yesterday. Cincinnati looking for their first offensive strike. Takes one shot wide to the right. Past the goalie for Xavier. No dice so far. Another shot for Cincinnati. Goes a little wide. Backing up just a little bit down the far side of the ice. Couldn't find anybody in the attacking front.
Got to take that to the middle there.
Cincinnati again scored 6 goals yesterday, 2 of which came after the Musketeers took out their own goalie, add a 6th man to try and mount some kind of comeback. Both were scored late. One belongs to Will Lemick, one belongs to, I can't remember who
it was. Steve Lavasser.
Steve Lavasser, yes.
Yes. It was a good goal. It was a good just forecheck out of the zone. and he was able to just skate it all the way down. Steve, he's a great player. He just works hard to the net. He's a kid that always is going to get to the net hard. He's going to play hard. He's going to give you 110% every shift. So let's see if he can score again here today.
Trapped along the far side boards currently is the puck. Xavier trying to clear it out. They will be unable to do so for the moment. Now crossing the blue line onto the attacking front. Still looking for some kind of life on offense for the Musketeers. Bearcats trying to hold out. Now, Alex, do you think this bigger stage may pose some kind of difference in momentum for both teams? I mean, I think this might be one of the biggest stages either team has played on to this point in the season.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I think the Bearcats, I mean, it is a home game for the Musketeers, but before the anthem, you could hear the crowd. They were roaring for UC. There's a lot of red and black in the stands. It's definitely going to be a big game. A lot of nerves going to be played, but I think the first couple of shifts, as you can see, it's just the puck hasn't been on anybody's tape for too long. But as the game goes on, I think as things start to settle down a little bit, the Bearcats should get rolling, and they got to play like they did against Mary. I mean, they were hard on the forecheck. They ran their systems well. And if they do that against Xavier, it should be a no contest quick.
Shot up and blocked by the Musketeer goalie. Shot belonging to number 13 of Cincinnati, McDonald. Cincinnati looking to keep that momentum going. Has an opening, a nice save for Xavier. That shot from Cincinnati belonging to Anderson. Looked like it might have been a little bit too high.
Yeah, nonetheless though, they get the face-off, so.
Offensive face-off coming here for Cincinnati. And to touch back on before, during the national anthem, I mean, it sounds like a Bearcats home game. I don't know how it's not, considering the proximity of the schools to this arena.
Yeah, I mean, it's considered a home-and-home series. Since we were the home team yesterday, Xavier's going to technically be the home team today. I mean, either way, both teams could be the home team, but I think UC definitely, their fans shout a little bit more than the Musketeers.
Both teams do play at the same complex in Reading at Sports Plus. Rinks are right next to each other. So are the locker rooms as well. Adds a little bit of fun to this rivalry, primarily best known for basketball. But every single sporting event that Cincinnati and Xavier play is always a tough one. No full-blown fights yesterday. We can see if that changes today as the puck gets knocked away by Cosby. A nice hit there in the boards. Cincinnati looks to clear things off. 15:51 remaining here in the first period, tied up at 0.
A nice move by BB.
BB tries to look for a shot. It goes up in the air over the goal. Now fighting against the near side boards. Trying to get it out. Currently in the possession of Cincinnati.
That's one thing
Almost
I
a nice
think
shot there too.
The Bearcats need to do too, is they need to take a couple more chances. Yesterday it almost seemed as if they were just trying to go in flat-footed. I think if they try to make a couple more moves, take a couple more chances, they'll be able to burn by the Musketeers.
Bearcats did outshoot Xavier yesterday as that puck almost sails into the goal, almost unintentionally. But it is cleared out, crossing the blue line.
Yeah, right off the skate of Gress there.
Very dangerous position for Cincinnati. Could have been disastrous. Cincinnati looks to get something going on offense here. Gets cleared out. Icing is blown off. Also, in the pregame segment, they were, I guess, showing the Xavier students how to work everything, and the horns are readily available, which is a little frightening considering it's college students controlling the loud horn in the arena. I'm a little scared.
Yeah, definitely. I think they played it one too many times on the test run.
I definitely think so too. It scared the daylights out of me the first time. Whistle is blown. Icing is the call. 14:10 remaining here in the first period. Still tied up at 0.
And the Bearcats just need to get after it. I mean, yesterday the first 5-6 minutes, they were all over Xavier, then they kind of let him get back in with a couple of penalties. But if they keep going after it, they keep up the momentum, they can put away the Musketeers team in a period or two.
Offensive face-off for Xavier, won by the Musketeers. Fighting on the near side, trying to escape is Cincinnati. Trying to get something cooking in transition, can't find much. Whole lot of ice there.
What a nice view we have up here too, Ethan.
Oh, it's beautiful. I've been to this arena many a time, and I think this might be the nicest view I have ever had, as icing is the call on the ice. I'm used to, where do I sit? I've sat on the left side before against the glass, but honestly, I prefer higher up. Higher up seats are always better because then you can see them.
Yeah, exactly. You can see like plays develop too. It's crazy. It's cool having a bird's eye view.
The things you can see when you're high up in, I guess not the press box currently, it's just media rows.
Yeah.
Here at Heritage Bank Center, but the press box is always one of the better seats in the house.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely one of my favorites for football. Xavier trying to mount something. Shots finding open ice as opposed to the back of the net. Third, the circle around, Cincinnati gets a lineup change in really quick. There's a nice hit there, my goodness.
That was Stegman on the hit.
That's one of the fun things too about hockey that I've missed. It's a very physical sport. I always think to myself how bad I would perform with my 6'2", 254 lanky body. That just would not be okay on the ice getting clobbered.
Dude, yeah, some of the toughest players out there. Here's Levasseur, good shot, that was close.
Oh my gosh. Shot goes up and the net comes dislodged. The stoppage in play, 12:29 remaining in the first period. This Bearcats team now 10-16 on the year. The Xavier Musketeers, however, 2-20 up to this point.
Yeah, and you know, the coaches, as they said, that a team like this, you know, they've got nothing to play for except for this rivalry. I mean, you know, whether you're 2-20, 20-2, it doesn't matter. Against a rivalry team, you're always going to play to the best of your ability. You're always going to give them a tough matchup. The Bearcats have to respond to that. I mean, because Xavier, they've got nothing to lose at this point. Bearcats are still fighting for a spot in the playoffs, so they just got to keep it up. They got to put this team away quick.
It never matters the record of the team, especially like you were saying with rivalries too. I mean, you think Ohio State, Michigan, you think Auburn, Alabama, you think Cincinnati, Xavier has all of these very well-known rivalries, and it doesn't matter how bad the records are as that shot goes off the right pad of the Musketeer goalie.
Yeah, Drac Frambies, he's a Cincinnati native, went to Moeller High School. Decided to go to the wrong college, though.
That's one of the few high schools in Cincinnati that has a hockey team that competes. I know St. X does, and Moeller does, and they were here recently.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's actually played in a couple of those games, so nothing. I think Frambies is the only one that has ever played at Heritage Bank Arena before in a hockey game, so I'm sure he's used to this stage. Everybody else is new, though.
Offensive zone face-off won by Cincinnati for the moment. Now Xavier trying to clear it back out. Just about 11 and a half to go in the first. Still tied at 0. Both teams looking for some kind of spark.
Nice hit there by Nicholson. What a strong guy he is.
What are we thinking the over-under is on a fight?
If it stays 0-0, it might be over 3. Tempers tend to rise as nice move there by Zimmer. They tend to rise as the games stay close.
Yeah.
And I know both coaches were saying to both teams yesterday, don't do anything stupid at the end of the game. I think we'll see something stupid here later today.
Definitely. I do think in the back of my mind that the bigger stage might cause something to happen. There's a lot of factors in this. I mean, this is, you know, a professional arena. There's a lot I mean, obviously you can see all the sponsors on the ice that don't actually belong to us, unfortunately.
Would be
But-
nice, though, if they did.
Oh yeah, I'd love to be sponsored by the Ohio Lottery and Kelsey Chevrolet. As Xavier now on the offensive, nice pickup there from the Bearcats. They're gonna try and get things going here. Stuck between the blue lines at the moment. Trying to get something done on offense, passing it back and forth in transition. Nothing to be found as it bounces off the near side board.
Yeah, especially also, like you were saying, Ethan, like in a bigger stage, and you got 200, 300 people you're playing in front of, you're going to want to feed into the crowd, too.
You definitely will. The chance yesterday is multiple shots bouncing off of the pad of the Xavier goalie. Nice hit there.
It's going to be a penalty coming up.
From Anderson, my goodness. Whistle is blown.
Yeah, it's going to be a boarding call on Anderson.
2 for Anderson as Xavier goes on the power play. This I'm going to assume it's 2 minutes. I'm not well versed in the hockey-ness yet. I'm still learning.
Most penalties are going to be 2 minutes unless it's egregious. And in a game like this, most penalties are going to be 2 minutes regardless, even if it is egregious, because it's rivalry. So they're going to let things go a little bit.
I was very surprised yesterday that that big hit on, I think it was Zimmer, that definitely should have been a major penalty.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
it looked rough.
It did. Ref explained to the coach as I was standing there. He said he didn't want to call a major at that late in the game, and it changed the course of the game. But you know, at a time like that too, you got to understand you got to protect the players. I mean, I know you want to protect the game and the game flow, but you got to protect the players as well.
I mean, especially because these are still just kids. They're still in college. They might not go. I mean, they might not go on to play hockey at the next level, which I'm sure they all would love to at some point. Nice hit there. But you know, you got to protect the lives of your players. I don't think at that point, with that big of a hit, that it should matter the game flow.
Yeah, exactly. Nice clear there by Illinois.
Looks like Cincinnati will get in another lineup change here.
Yeah, they really got to stay out of the box. Yesterday, 2 quick power play goals from Xavier is what brought them back in it. You know, Anderson's just trying to make a play on that dude, but they gotta be careful. They know how Cincinnati refs are, and they know they're always against us, so we got to be careful trying to stay out of the box.
50 seconds left on the Cincinnati penalty kill. 8:32 remaining in the first period. Cincinnati stuck behind the goal for the moment, able to clear it out. Icing waved off. Cincinnati trying to find some kind of strike here.
Good pressure there by McDonald.
McDonald stuck for the moment, able to squeak it out just a moment. Now Xavier on a breakaway, coming across the near side. Nice save for the moment. It's knocked away down to the far side.
Good
Beautiful play there.
Good second effort play by Zimmer.
With 12 seconds left on the penalty kill for Cincinnati, and Cincinnati will be back at full strength. 7:48 and counting remaining here in the first period. Still tied at 0. Xavier looking for a last chance here. That's wide open. Has a chance off the goalpost. Oh my goodness. I mean, that takes talent in of itself. Second shot, open net. Falls too far to the left. Oh my goodness.
Man, great chances there by BB and Booth.
2 very big ones, and it finds the back of the net. Cincinnati strikes first. It's a goal. I think 22 or 9, I missed it.
It was Danny Beebe on the back door.
My goodness, my excitement overtook me. Beebe on the goal, 7:17 to go in the first period. What a strike. And Cincinnati claims momentum.
What a play to set that up. Gress cleared it all the way from behind, from his own zone, flips it out. Anderson gets it across the blue line to Danny Beebe off the post, but they go to work. Zimmer got a second shot chance too. And Beebe finally able to put it home when he's in front of the net.
Absolutely beautiful play there from Cincinnati. Comes with 7:17 left in the first period. Now leading 1-0 over Xavier. fighting on the far side boards.
I know BB was kicking himself after hitting the post, so good to see that he got that one back.
I mean, I will say, hitting the goalpost with a hockey puck is also equally as impressive. Going to have a point. And he tries on the end around. It's saved. Oh! It looks like there's a fight. Oh, there's a fight about to go down.
What a chance there by Rychecki.
Oh, my goodness. Tried on the wraparound. It was saved at the last moment by the goalie.
And they're only going to take Rychecki for this. That's, as you can hear from the crowd, that's a terrible call.
The Cincinnati fans in dismay as Rychecki sent to the box for 2 minutes. Another power play for Xavier. Cincinnati has killed one thus far. Killed it just a few minutes ago.
Now, like I said, the refs are always against us.
that just seems to be the case with most Cincinnati sports. Just in general, no matter the league, no matter the sport.
Yeah, football, basketball, you name the sport.
I'm just very happy to get out of the American Athletic Conference next year and be able to be in the Big 12 and have decent competition, and basketball games being primarily quad 1-2 games instead of the American having like one quad 1 game that's Houston because they're always top 10 in the country.
Exactly.
It'll be absolutely fantastic as we prepare for a Xavier offensive face-off. Not sure what we're waiting on at the moment.
They're waiting to put it up on the scoreboard. I definitely think head coach of the Bearcats, Taylor Lay, is wanting an explanation for why it was just Rychecki going.
I mean, I would definitely feel the same. Still 6:38 to go here in the first period. This penalty timer now up on the scoreboard. 2 minutes. As we're now ready for the face-off, won by Xavier. Gonna kick it back towards the blue line. Trying to find an answer. That shot blocked and sent the other way into the neutral zone, and now back into the offensive front for Cincinnati. Xavier not going to keep it there for long. Being a couple moves in transition, looking for an open shot. Bounces off the glove of Cosby. Goodness. Incredible goalkeeper there for Cincinnati. Xavier looking for another one on the near side. Knocked away for the moment, have to reset. Still holding off offensively, about a minute to go on the penalty kill for Cincinnati. 5:50 to go. As that puck gets swiped by Cosby.
Good reaction there.
Cat-like reflexes down in the goalie box.
Took a weird bounce off the boards.
It did. It's very interesting. Came back at him. Had to flip his glove the opposite direction to pick it up.
I've seen the nets come off a couple times here already.
I feel like it came off a handful of times yesterday, too.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's Sports Plus or anything. But
Sports Plus slice is never going to keep the nets in. But I would expect it to be kept in a little bit better here at Heritage, but apparently not.
It's only been one on each side so far. I mean, it definitely could be worse.
Yeah.
Especially considering they've started to pile onto the goals a lot more.
Yeah, for sure.
Now entering the final 60 seconds of the penalty kill for Cincinnati. Has a chance for a breakaway here. Going to slow the momentum down just a little bit as they get tied up on the left side boards of the arena. Trying to find second goal, take a 2-point lead. As that shot bounces off of a Xavier defender, and they'll take it the other way, crossing the neutral zone. Looking for some kind of attack in the last 30 seconds of their power play. He slips and falls. It's knocked away by Cosby again. It's a very interesting shot, just kind of swiped it at Cosby and hit him in the chest.
Good hit from Nicholson.
I even noticed that. I heard something. I was wondering what that bang was.
Nicholson's not a guy to be afraid of the body. He's definitely somebody that could rile the boys up if there were to be a little skirmish.
Now an open goal, very dangerous situation if that wasn't played correctly for Xavier. However, Cincinnati successfully killed the penalty off. They're going to do a little switcheroo on the bench. As that shot bounces off the pad of the Xavier keeper. Still in the attacking zone. Tries for one shot, it's blocked. Now a nice little slap there, keeps it on the attacking side. Just about 4 minutes to go here in the first period. Cincinnati leads it 1-0 over Xavier. Xavier still trying to find that equalizing shot. Hasn't found much success other than power plays so far. Cincinnati looking to try and keep it here.
Yeah, 2 power play goals yesterday for Xavier. Like I said, the Bearcats got to stay out of the box. Luckily, they've killed the first 2 off, but hopefully no more than that.
Did a very good job doing so today. Cincinnati backs it up just a little bit, 3.5 to go here in the first. Beautiful setting, nice, a very decent amount of red as opposed to blue like we were talking about earlier. It feels a lot more like a Cincinnati home game than it does a Xavier home game at this neutral site.
Definitely. I mean, we definitely have more students, so a little bit more pool. But, I mean, nonetheless, like our fans, they like to show out. They show out for us.
I don't even know if Barstool Xavier organized a pregame party like Barstool Cincinnati did. Is there in range of the goal? Cincinnati has another opportunity. It's slapped at and knocked away.
Yeah, we also had Travis Kelsey shout us out.
Oh, yeah, that's so true.
Tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Glad he's an alumni of the UC and supporter of the Bearcats, but rooting for the
offensive
Bengals
attempt
tomorrow.
there. Oh, good. Oh, goodness.
Good. Way to draw a penalty from Zimmer.
That was
Save by
almost a bad play there from Cosby. My goodness. Cosby exits for the moment.
A delayed penalty, wanted to get an extra guy out. As soon as Xavier touches it, they'll blow it dead.
Cincinnati trying to take advantage of this as Xavier will finally get sent to the box in the final 2 minutes of the game. I also think it's cool that Travis Kelsey also is one of the few owners of a UC hockey jersey, too.
Yeah, definitely. It's cool to have a big name like that, a big star. So definitely him shouting us out was a huge appreciation from us. Britt Anderson was the one who contacted him, and Kelsey said he was willing to do it. So, thank you to both Britt and Travis Kelsey for shouting us out.
Travis Kelsey it's still questionable actually for tomorrow against the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC Championship game. That game tomorrow at 6:30 on CBS as the puck is cleared by Xavier as they attempt to kill the penalty.
Yeah, we also got a shout out from Dana Beers of Barstool.
Oh, love Dana. I had the chance to interview him during the crosstown shootout, actually. He was there, and I reached out to him on Twitter. I was like, hey, you want to come on our broadcast? He was like, yeah, sure. I don't care.
That's awesome.
We talked for 15 minutes about him and how he feels about Cincinnati and his experience with Skyline Chili with one of the more important topics that we talked about.
Yeah, exactly. Always got to ask them about Skyline when they come to Cincy.
Of course. It's definitely a staple. Craving it right now as that shot knocked away. Cincinnati still has an offensive chance. The puck gets sent to the moon.
Maybe he had a couple one-timers yesterday, just couldn't find the back of the net. That one just roofed a little too high.
Lineup change coming for Cincinnati. Down the ice about minute 20 to go as the clock started running. I guess it was clock runoffs. It's the referee at the referee's request. But a minute 10 remaining on the Cincinnati power play. That shot goes in, blocked by Musketeer defender. Trying to find their way to the back of the net, take a 2-point lead going into the first intermission. So we now enter the final 60 seconds. That shot goes off the keeper's left pad on his thigh, and it's cleared away by Xavier.
Nicholson had McDonald on the back door, try to pull it to his backhand instead of just throwing across on his forehand. Could have been an easy 2-0 game if he got it over there.
40 seconds, 33 seconds on the Cincinnati power play. In the attacking zone. Playing it a little slow. Still have about 30 seconds. That pass goes off of McDonald. He's able to recover. To try and find something. It's intercepted. That pass was muffed. And that shot finds the chest of the Xavier keeper. Stops the clock. 19.2 seconds remaining here in the first period.
I think the Bearcats have done an okay job. I definitely think they have another gear that they could play, though. They're not laying the body as much as they did yesterday. And I think if they do, they can wear the Xavier team down.
10 seconds left in the power play as the whistle is blown.
Looks like the refs are having a discussion with the Musketeers coach. Oh, they have one extra guy still on the penalty kill. Nice. Try to sneak one there.
Well, that's just not legal. You can't do that, you sillies. Still 10 seconds left on the power play for Cincinnati. 15 seconds left in the first period. Just about a 6-second differential if you count the milliseconds. 15.9 up on the board. The referee consulting the students in the booth, controlling the clock and score.
He's probably letting the coach know since a little time ran off, he's gonna maybe wait 3 or 4 seconds to start the clock.
Also love that the Bearcats out here. He's having a good time across the arena. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's being the Bearcat. I mean, what are you gonna do? Two-time back-to-back national champion Cincinnati Bearcat, might I add. Best mascot in the country.
Gotta love having the Bearcats show out for these games too. Definitely engages the crowd a little bit more.
And that is one of the biggest things here too, is there's 3, 2, 1 second remaining, and the first period comes to a close. Cincinnati leads it 1-0 off the lone BB goal. Very strong offensive effort early. Well, didn't end up conceding like they did yesterday, as yesterday was a 2-2 draw heading into the first intermission. Today, a little bit better, I'd say.
Yes, definitely. It's a little bit better on the scoreboard. Playing-wise, I definitely think they played a little bit better yesterday. But like I said, these guys have another gear. They know how to turn it on. They just got to find that switch, find that gasoline to add to the fire and get them going.
Well, 1 period down, 2 more to go here at Heritage Bank Center. When we come back to start the second period, you're watching UC Hockey here on YouTube. Welcome back inside Heritage Bank Center, where Cincinnati leads it 1-0 over Xavier. Once again, hello everybody. For Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And I've got a little cold. I had to put my coat back on. I was okay. I came in earlier. I was like, oh, it's all right. It's definitely not as bad as Sports Plus. And as time goes on, the short sleeve polo is not gonna cut it.
Yeah, it's definitely a little cold in every ice rink you're going to be in. I'd say a little bit warmer than Sports Plus. Probably going to be the coldest rink in the history of America.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Even Canadian teams don't really want to play there. Not because it's bad ice, but just because it's too cold.
I mean, yeah, I like the cold, and that's way too cold for me. Goodness. Cincinnati currently in possession off the face-off, trying to get something going quick here. Quickly into the attacking zone, now cleared out by Xavier. Icing is the call. Seemed like a little bit of a slow start for both teams in the first period. I mean, the lone Cincinnati goal came with 7:17 left in the first period. It was Beebe on that one.
Yeah, it's definitely, and it was off a rush. You know, it hasn't been much offensive zone time for either team. Hopefully Cincinnati changes that.
Whoa, my goodness, that was almost a good one there.
Just tipped in front by Booth.
Had a nice open hole, just couldn't find it. Cincinnati trying to keep things going here. Looks like lost sight of the puck there. Lavasser did.
I think it was offsides. I don't think he was trying to touch it to blow it dead.
Definitely a smart move then, if that were to be the case. Currently sitting behind the goal line. Cincinnati trying to clear it out. Will do so for the moment. Trying to maintain possession, trying to get something cooking in transition. Missed a pass there. Giving it along the near side board. Sealing back around, a nice hit there.
Bit of a slash there from Williams.
Definitely a little bit of a dangerous play. That shot sails a little bit to the left, almost an assisted play there. Says a little bit to the right. 18:32 here in the first period. As that shot bounces off the pad of the Xavier goalie, Frambes. Now Xavier back in transition, able to punch it up a little bit. Sits back behind the goal line of Cincinnati. Almost lost his footing there.
It's almost like he caught his stick on the boards or something.
It's definitely not ideal. Cincinnati trying to clear it out, playing in their defensive zone. Now a nice little breakaway here. Shot off the pad, and second effort also saved by Frambes. My goodness.
BB is 2 for 2 on hitting posts today.
He, again, impressive. Give him half a point. That way, and at this point, we're up 2-0 if the half points counted for hitting the goal post of a hockey net.
Yeah.
Absolutely impressive.
BB's kicking himself after that one. He had a wide open net and just threw it off the post.
Well, if trends hold true, BB will hit the post and then sink it into the back of the net. So,
next shot's going in.
Next shot. Just get it to BB, find number 22, have him send it in. It'll be great. Xavier trying to clear. Not much working so far, fighting along the near side board. Still stuck for the moment. That shot sailing wide. Still staying in the attacking zone. Had an opportunity, missed it. Now sailing into the neutral zone. Cincinnati trying their best here. Keep it at their advantage.
Nice pass right to McDonald from the Musketeers defender.
Cincinnati leads it 1-0. Go fancy soccer term on you. 1-0.
I was like, is it soccer?
Yep. I mean, I said keeper earlier, and that's also soccer. Have soccer on the brain.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've gotten people go, oh, hockey's similar to soccer.
Oh, no, definitely not. I'd say hockey's more similar to lacrosse in a way.
Yeah, yes, for sure.
That shot bounces off the pad of Cosby. Xavier sitting in their offensive zone. Another shot blocked by Cosby again.
Good save there from Cosby.
Puts in the work. Has put in the work all this season. 695 saves coming into today for Cosby. Found that off the official stat site I was sent at the beginning of the season. Just used it this morning for the first time. This being the first game I've called for DC hockey. Glad I get the opportunity.
Yeah, it's fun calling these games. It's fun getting into the game, getting into the atmosphere of the Bearcats in the hockey world. Hopefully have you here more often.
Oh, I would love to be. I've been wanting to get into hockey for a good while now. Glad that this is my first opportunity here at Sports Plus. Here at Heritage Bank Center. Yeah. That shot sails into the glove of Cosby.
Talking about a big stage for them. It's a big stage for you as well.
Yeah. I mean, I now have worked in 2 of the major stadiums in Cincinnati, Paycor Stadium and now Heritage Bank Center. All that's left for me is Great American Ballpark and TQL Stadium, even though I'm a FC Cincinnati season ticket holder, so I'm not going to work there anytime soon. But
I imagine you could probably pull some strings, get up into their press box.
Oh, probably. I'm sure they'll try and crew me for something this summer.
Be an awesome opportunity to work with them.
Definitely. They're up and coming. I got into them as the playoffs were ending, as Cincinnati has an offensive chance. Bounces off a defender.
Nice hit there from Neerman.
Oh, goodness. Now Xavier on their offensive attack. Hits it off the skate of a Cincinnati defender. Can take it the other way. Lemick has a little bit of room. Slapstick shot, hits the net, out of bounds. Stops the clock.
It's a good rush chance there. Had a 3-on-2. Had Zimmer behind him.
Had some boos coming from the Xavier students. Didn't like that one. Offensive face-off coming for the Bearcats here. The one by Cincinnati for the moment. Then sent to the neutral zone. Cincinnati leads it 1-0, 15.5 to go here in the second. We'll say it's been a very steady game at that. 2 rivalry teams going at it as that shot sails into the chest of Cosby.
Yeah, I imagine the coaches, I mean, like I said earlier, Xavier doesn't have much to play for except for this rivalry game. Bearcats definitely still have a chance to make the playoffs. I imagine Coach Lay and Coach Perkins are in the locker room telling them, whatever this game gets into, don't do anything stupid. We need you for the last couple weeks of the season and hopefully make a run to nationals.
Cincinnati on the offensive possession had an opportunity, won it off the face-off, took it immediately down the ice. Had a nice opportunity there.
Just a little too far in front. I believe that was Stegman crashing the net.
Now Xavier back at it. Shot bounces off the pad. Another nice save there from Cosby. Trying to clear it out. Cincinnati has possession. They're going to take it down the far side. A little bit of room. Gets tripped up. Falls. Now sitting in the neutral zone. They're going to kick it back. Slow it down a little bit. Get some personnel change going. Nice ricochet there. Playing some air hockey. Wonder if anyone's ever ricocheted a puck off the wall into the back of the net before. Very intrigued.
I'm sure you could find a YouTube video of someone doing that.
I definitely know what I'm doing later when I get home. I'm gonna start studying up on my hockey and get all my little nuggets I can start talking about during broadcasts. Xavier back on offense here.
It's gonna be a video clip from 30 years ago.
Oh my gosh, yeah. 1986. Somebody smacked it in the Olympics off the wall, and
yeah, it's gonna be in a game too that nobody cared about.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like
really obscure.
Jamaica and Argentina in ice hockey or something.
They even have ice in there in Jamaica?
Well, listen, Jamaica had a bobsled team. Anything's possible. Cincinnati.
They can definitely have an ice hockey team. They have a bobsled team now.
Cincinnati back on offense. Another opportunity there, swiped away. Good defense there from the Musketeers. Going to keep it out of the back of their net. 13 minutes to go here in the second period.
Would be nice, though, to live in a warm climate like that and play ice hockey.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Can you imagine? Just Just go live in Texas and
Florida.
Florida, Texas, one of those organizations. Xavier,
It's a penalty coming up. It's going to be against BB, it looks like.
Oh, that's not good. We need him to score a goal.
That's going to go against Britt Anderson.
Cincinnati now on the penalty kill. 12:50 to go in the first period.
Nope, never mind. Elias Adrian. Anderson was skating towards the box. Guess he was trying to fake us out.
He's just trying to confuse the broadcasters. It's okay. It happens.
Adrian got 2 for hooking. Him and Nicholson are always going back and forth at who wants to lead the team in penalty minutes. Too bad Nicholson has that.
Yeah. Maybe clean it up a little bit, see if we can get something going on offense here. That shot whiffed. Try to get a little slap stick shot. Words. Didn't find much. Now Xavier trying to get out of their zone. Will do so, entering the neutral. Crossing the blue line. One shot missed. Second shot is way wide.
I think Cosby got a piece of on his stick. Could be wrong there though.
We can credit him with the save. I'm okay with that.
I'm sure he will appreciate that as well. Any goalie they can rack up their saves. I'm sure they would.
Rack up the saves, rack up the save percentage. Get wins in their win column, get a shutout in their shutout column. All those fun things is puck sailing into the defensive zone of Cincinnati. Killed all the penalty. They've had three successful penalty kills up to this point. 2.
I believe 2. This is the 3rd penalty.
Either way, they've killed both penalties that they've had up to this point. Trying to do so now, under a minute to go on the penalty kill for Cincinnati. Has a breakaway.
Here's BB with it.
Might have a shot. BB gets knocked to the ice. Much to the Musketeer fan base's delight. Has a breakaway.
Good back check by
saved
Williams.
Twice. Cosby, what a play.
Good back check by Williams to disrupt that as well.
Goodness. Now a shot that goes wide to the right. Xavier looking for their first power play goal. It's a beautiful block there from Zimmer. Whistle blown.
Definitely offsides call. Xavier fans weren't too happy about that, but that definitely came across the blue line.
Big turnover there. What a sequence. Cincinnati 19 seconds away from the penalty kill. 11:09 to go in the first.
Cosby standing tall at net.
Neutral zone face-off for both teams. Just under the Ohio Lottery logo. Not sponsored. Please don't kill me. Won by Cincinnati.
We'll shout him out though.
I mean, we're shouting him out until the broadcast is over. It's I mean, there's 2 logos on each end of the ice. There's a chance there. Opportunity closed. Is that one saved by Frombase? 3 seconds to go on the penalty kill for Cincinnati. Why are they playing this? This is a soccer thing.
Just a lot of soccer here today.
Yeah, I know. Starts with me talking on the broadcast, and I think they may have heard it. And they're doing all the soccer chants now.
Just giving a little shout out to us.
I guess so. Glad to know that Xavier is a fan of UC Ice Hockey, Bearcats Media, and all those fun things. Technically my affiliation. Oh, that shot almost finds the back of the net. My goodness.
Went off the skate of Nicholson just wide.
Cincinnati looking to play a little bit more aggressive now. Off the penalty kill. Successfully did so. Puck sails to the near side. Trying to find some kind of opening here. Cincinnati now playing a little bit aggressive. Trying to keep it in the attacking zone. Behind the goal line. Nice little move there. Swipes it behind. Be careful there with the stick. Xavier not finding much success trying to clear it. We eclipse 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Cincinnati leads 1-0. You're watching ACHA soccer. Soccer? Yep, there we go. Again. There's soccer again. It's on the brain. It's the puck in scoring position. My goodness. ACHA hockey is the actual sport we're broadcasting at the moment. Cincinnati still aggressively on offense. Not finding much success here. Xavier crossing the blue line. Shot high and wide.
Stead got ran into.
Now another opportunity here, knocked away. Great defense by Cincinnati. So weaving around, has an opportunity. It's smacked away by Frombace.
Good hit there by Lamink.
Up there in the top corner. Now trying to get something going there on offense. Going to make one move, fighting along the boards. Sent currently free. Booth fighting for it. Now picked up, Xavier's got it. Try and clear it the other way. Has a bodyguard. Now one back by Cincinnati. Booth, he's got it.
Ooh, nice little move there by Booth. Had the puck on a string, was able to pull it back to him.
Tried to take a little shot there, couldn't find much. 8:25 and counting to go here in the second period. Cincinnati still up by 1. 1-0. That shot finds the leg of a defender. It's kicked by a skate. There's a pile up there. Tries to get the end around, missed the opportunity again. My goodness.
Granby's lost his blocker and his stick.
There's so many missed opportunities for Cincinnati up to this point, trying to find a way to go up by 2.
Musketeers just selling out in front of the net.
Now 7:46 to go. We're entering the territory where BB scored last period. He's already hit the crossbar.
Couple of times.
Well, I guess the post, not the crossbar, but same thing, kind of. It's part of the goal. That isn't the net.
Yeah,
there's
a couple
BB.
times.
Flips it
Just
up.
wide.
That would have been amazing. Perfect timing too if that had gone in.
Speaking of,
it's almost the opposite of a broadcaster's curse. As Xavier has an opening.
Good back check by
it's
BB.
knocked to the floor. BB, a nice play. The goal gets dislodged.
Pushed him a little too far into Cosby. Cosby seems to be okay though.
Tangled up with Cosby over there. Looks like they're both okay.
Right on cue too.
Buffon and Cosby tangled up.
Right on cue. Danny Beebe decides to take a shot at the net. Just missed wide though.
That would have been absolutely amazing. The best call I've ever had. I would retire and be a happy man.
One game with the UC Bearcats, and that's all you needed.
Yep, that was all I needed. I had the crosstown faceoff.
Oh, that's a hook.
There's going to be a hooking call there.
Good play there from McDonald to keep his feet moving. And honestly, I understand that penalty from the Musketeers. I mean, if you don't hook him there, he's got a breakaway and a free chance on Frambies.
There's almost an amazing chance there. Monroe's going to be sent to the box. 2 minutes for hooking. 7:03 to go. Cincinnati on the power play. Prime opportunity here for the Bearcats.
UC has struggled of late on the power play, but overall, they're about 25% on the season.
Face-off won by Cincinnati. We'll play it back just a little bit. Have time. It's up 7 minutes to go on the power play.
Penalty against Brady for the Musketeers.
I guess our roster was wrong. It's not who I thought it was.
They always do that on us. They switch it up.
It's okay. They're just trying to confuse us and make us look bad. That's why I just call them Xavier and by their number. They know it.
Never get them wrong there.
They'll know what I'm talking about. So looked like a little bit of a sly pass there. Not sure if it was intentional or not, but it worked. Just about 6 minutes to go. 1 minute remaining in the power play for Cincinnati. Nice slap shot there. Saved by Frombace.
Teddy George always looking for a slap shot from the blue line. That's his signature move.
Nice looking slap shots are just pretty to look at.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I love seeing it.
They look good when they look good. When they look bad,
I've seen good ones and I've seen bad ones too. And you are 100% correct, my friend. Cincinnati, about a minute left on the power play. Trying to go up 2-0. 2-0, if you will.
Still got that soccer mentality.
Oh, I sure. Listen, man, the U.S. men's national team plays tonight. I got to go watch Brandon Vasquez and Celentano play. Celentano's making his first start tonight for the U.S. men's national team.
Let's hope they pull out a W, just like the Bearcats.
Hoping so. Xavier able to knock it into the neutral zone for the moment. About 30 seconds left on the power play for the Bearcats. Zimmer passing it down. Trying to find something. Shot, missed wide.
Bearcats are a little too spread out in this power play. They need to bring everybody closer together, kind of get Xavier to draw a little bit more.
Big charge there from number 5 for the Musketeers. Knocked away by Cosby, able to save it. There's a power play about to expire in the next 4 seconds. Xavier successfully killing the power play. Back to full strength.
Xavier making a change. I don't think the Bearcats even saw their dude behind them.
Cincinnati, another shot off the pad and off the glass.
Good battle there for it by Anderson.
Now trying to find something. It would have been an incredible pass assist there for Beebe. Xavier looks for a run of their own in transition. Might have a chance off the goal post. No good. Second effort, loading for the Musketeers. And taken away by Cincinnati. Beebe going after it.
Just chipped a little too far in front of him from Zimmer.
Now just about 4:10 to go here in the second period. Cincinnati leads by 1. Looking to go up 2-0. Looking for a shot, finds the glove of Frambase instead.
Ryan Lenoy, he had a goal yesterday. His second goal in his ACHA career. Had the game winner last week against Saul College. The boy from Illinois, Ryan Lenoy.
That's an incredible nickname.
Yeah, but he prefers to be called La Shoulder. Don't ask me why.
La Shoulder.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Face-off won by Xavier.
I think the boy from Illinois is
a
little bit better.
The boy from Illinois has a nice ring to it. Icing the call. I do like that. Maybe he's just got to warm up to it.
Yeah. Just call him that a couple more times in the locker room, and I'm sure it'll stick.
May result in some physical pain, maybe. If gets fed up with it enough, but maybe he'll be okay with it eventually.
Yeah. And Taki, you got to get used to your nickname, whether you like it or not.
Yep, pretty much. Face-off won by Xavier. Cincinnati trying to keep it in their own possession. A nice play there from Cosby. Trying to get it out, and they will. Nice little bump pass there.
Nice move by Nicholson.
Has some room to maneuver. Lost the puck. So slow down just a little bit. Lost it there too. Now Xavier, an opportunity of their own. Moving down the far side, cutting in towards the middle. Slows it down just a little bit. Hits it off the skate of the Cincinnati defender. That shot.
Nice glove save.
No effort from Cosby. No, just casually just picks it up with the glove. I love it. 3:15 to go here in the second period.
Yeah, Cosby's definitely a good goaltender in his senior year. Looking to make one last run to nationals.
Got a record of 6-13 this year. 1 shutout on the season as well.
And that 6-13 definitely does not show the type of goalie he is. I mean, he's a phenomenal goalie. He's really good technically. Makes the easy save. He makes the hard save. He's a goalie that that if you're not playing well, he's got your back. He's always got the team on his back. He always stands up for his teammates. Good respect to Ian Cosby.
In his 19 games played, also has a .894 save percentage with 695 total saves coming into today. Very impressive stats. As Lemick has a chance here, tries to get on the swipe, almost gets the assist.
Rajecki getting
My
robbed
goodness.
twice.
Oh,
It's the second time Rajecki's been stopped by Frambese.
Oh my goodness.
This fourth line's doing a good job, though. They've gotten a couple opportunities on the offensive zone.
Now 2.5 to go. Xavier, an offensive chance. Takes a shot into the glove, or into the chest of Cosby. There's a little bit of chippiness going on the left side.
I don't think Mark's just too happy about getting skated around, so I decided to give him a little shove.
That's
And
gonna send him to
looks
the
like
box.
he drew a penalty. Good play there by Dylan Marks.
Now a power play for the Bearcats. Big one, too, in the final 2.5 minutes. Similar situation to the first period, too. Xavier was down a man for much of the final minutes of the first period.
Yep, exactly. Hopefully they can capitalize this time.
Xavier successfully killed off.
Looks like, I guess they're not going to give
penalties as
There's
well.
no penalties, at least.
Interesting. Never mind. I eat my words.
Let it go, I guess.
Quickly getting into business here in transition. Almost had something. Still fighting for it on the right side there. That shot blocked by a skate. Xavier heading the other way. Bearcat defender gets tripped up. Cosby able to knock it away.
This Booth trying to back check and just got knocked off the puck.
Nice play there. Nice shove from Booth. Cincinnati now a little one-on-one action. Tries to make
nice
one
move
move. A
by
nice
Anderson.
move there.
Oh,
What
what
a
a
chance, he finds the back of the
goal!
net. Oh my goodness.
That's what I was talking
Booth!
about earlier. Bearcats needed to take a chance, and it paid off. Britt Anderson with a nice little move.
Oh my goodness. I think I may have peaked my microphone. Gosh, I'm so sorry, viewers at home. Wow, what a play from the Bearcat offense. My goodness, have a day.
Can hear the energy from the crowd. Like I was saying earlier, the Bearcats just needed to get in the offensive zone, take a chance, make a move, do something. Fire up this crowd, play into the energy of the crowd, and that's exactly what Britt Anderson did. Just made one little toe drag around the guy, lost it for a second, regained it. Lavisser gave it right back to him, and he was able to backhand it into the net around Frambies. Nice hit there from BB.
Now a minute and a half to go. Cincinnati now leads it 2-0. Taking care of a nice lead.
Oh, here's Elias.
Oh, here's a breakaway. Elias, one-on-one. Misses it high.
What a chance there from Adun.
Now a little bit tangledness at the goal. Cincinnati still on the offensive, about a minute to go.
Elias and Williams, two feisty guys.
Now just under a minute remaining here in the second period. Bearcats lead it by 2.
Penalties coming up to Xavier.
Just waiting for Xavier touch here.
Nice play from George.
That shot knocked away, whistle blown. Penalty on the Musketeers.
Teddy George, that is. Kind of confusing when you got George Zimmer and Teddy George.
Yeah.
Never sure if I'm called the first or last name for the guy.
I've done that before. I've had teams where there's been brothers and sisters on the team. The women's basketball team has a pair of sisters on it. It's very hard. Or no, they're not even related. They have the same last name.
Just trying to differentiate the two.
You gotta find your ways to identify. It's now Cincinnati on the power play for the last 38 seconds of the second period.
It's a 2-minute slashing penalty.
Now Cincinnati might just hold on to it for the last 25 seconds, take a last second shot. If they can find one, that shot up in the net. Out of bounds, stops play.
Be sweet here for Moriali to get a goal against his former team.
That would be a story and a half.
I think he made the right decision coming to UC.
Definitely. A lot more fun here. Now 18 seconds to go. Cincinnati wins the faceoff. Knocked around, sent behind the goal line. Xavier holding out for the last 7 seconds. Last second shot, way wide. That'll be the end of the second period. Cincinnati leads it 2-0. Not really as reminiscent as the first period, as I'd say, but I think they're starting to click. I think they're starting to find their groove. I mean, they found their second goal now with a comfortable lead heading into the third period. Definitely a good chance to come home with this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think, like I said, I still think they could step it up. I still think they have one more gear. They got to put the pedal to the metal, put their skates on these guys' throats, and just go to work. They need to put this game away. They need to not make it a 3-goal game. They need to let everybody know who's the better hockey team in this third period.
40 minutes down, 20 to go, and we come back to Heritage Bank Center. You're watching UC Hockey here on YouTube. Stay tuned.
Not bad for somebody who doesn't know anything about hockey. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Cincinnati leads at 2-0 as we come back inside Heritage Bank Center. For Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog. Thank you once again for the third time for joining us today on this beautiful Saturday. Scoring update, if you're a Cincinnati Bearcats fan, Cincinnati leads over the number 3 ranked Houston Cougars 30-19 with 7:20 to go in the first half, waiting for the media timeout for the under 8 media timeout of the first half, excuse me. But back here in Cincinnati, Bearcats lead over Xavier 2-0. Flip sides of the ice once again, back to the starting positions. Cincinnati moving from right to left, Xavier moving from left to right. Cincinnati trying to get things going early once again. It will be cleared. Icing waved off. Cincinnati can play it slower for the moment, still on the power play, for about 38 seconds to go left on that one. Can take an opportunity right here, spinning around. Trying to find something, 30 seconds on the power play for Cincinnati.
Lavisser with 2 points, 2 assists. Assist on Danny Beebe's goal in the first period, and then on Britt Anderson's in the second.
2 beautiful goals for both of those players. Beebe trying to make something happen offensively. 10 seconds on the power play for Cincinnati. Taking it down behind the goal line. Bringing it back around. Sitting in the face-off circle. Takes one shot, blocked. Beebe still has it. Knocked around. Picked up by Xavier, and they'll take it the other way. Nice little backwards pass there. That shot flies wide to the right. Fight for the puck here along the near side boards. Singular or plural?
Coming from the hockey
plural. Player. Okay. Coming from the
boards.
Asking the hockey player.
I've never thought about that. I've never thought whether it's singular or plural. I've just always just said it.
I think boards probably just sounds better.
It does.
If I had to take a venture, but
yeah, I've never.
What do I know?
I don't know. What's grammatically correct? Is it board or boards?
I don't know. I'm waiting for one of my parents to text me and be like, hey, you're saying this wrong, dummy. Say this right. They did that during the Tulane game for football. We were listening to that one over on Bearcat Sports Radio. That shot blocked.
I was actually at that game.
Oh, I was too. I was calling that one.
was in the stands for that one. It's a tough game to watch.
It definitely was. Goal came out off its bearings. Stops play for just a moment. Game before Luke Fickle decided he was no longer our head coach.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Went up to the Big Ten West. Sad.
Yeah.
Now we got Coach Satterfield, and I've loved what he's done so far. So I have hope. I have a little bit of hope.
Yeah, definitely think it might be a year or two before we get back to the football playoffs, but you know, crazier things have happened, so we'll see what happens this next year.
Shot goes into the chest of the Xavier goalie. Stops play once again. Offensive face-off coming for Cincinnati. I want to see there's a deflated puck chop inflatable sitting in the concourse. It's a little sad to look at.
Yeah, they got F5 Twister on the other.
Oh yeah, there he is.
The other hand.
Yeah.
The Cyclones game later here tonight too.
7:30 against Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
I don't remember how to actually say the name. I'm sure I butchered it twice actually, but it's okay. They play tonight at 7:30. Puck drop. Tickets for today's game against Cincinnati and Xavier count towards that game, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah, good marketing for both teams.
Definitely a good deal. $14 tickets. GA for the Cincinnati Xavier
nice
game.
Hit by Neerman.
Lays the boom. My goodness. Fighting on the defensive zone for Cincinnati. Whistle blown. Foul call.
2 minute for boarding call. That's a little questionable. It's a hard hit, but I mean he's on the boards.
Xavier to go on the power play for 2 minutes. 17:03 to go here in the third period. Cincinnati's had successful penalty kills all game. 4 total.
It's very, you know, it's questionable when a hit from shoulder to chest is called a penalty.
You'd know more about that than I would.
Yeah. I mean, good stick there from Anderson.
Looks like there might be an offensive opportunity here. Anderson has an opportunity. He loses the puck.
Penalty coming up against Xavier.
Looks like it'll be even strength here.
A little 4-on-4 action, first action we've seen today.
Anderson trying to get the crowd riled up.
I think he wants a penalty shot.
I see the Rally Cats right next to the Xavier penalty box. A handful of them sitting down there.
Sure, that's a fun walk over to the box for the Musketeers.
Oh yeah, 100%. Great group of people, the Rally Cats. I hang out with them occasionally at basketball games.
Yeah, they know how to get you riled up.
Oh, 100%. There was a point where I was working a handheld camera under the basket where the Rally Cats sit, and my director was like, "Can you please stop showing me the Rally Cats? You show me them every single time." I'm like, "They're the most interesting thing to look at. What do you want me to do? I'm giving you prime content right here, man."
Yeah, exactly. The student section of any school or team is just always, they get the team going.
Like I can show the rest of the student section, but like they're not as energetic. They're very tired half the time. They're tired during non-conference play, other than the crosstown shootout. They don't want to be there. They don't want to watch us play Chaminade. That shot bouncing off the left pad of the Xavier goalie.
Yeah, I'm a Cincinnati native. I went to Walnut Hills High School. Our basketball football section was called the Nut House.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was nutty. I will say that.
I love that even more. Wow. Yeah, I went to Roger Bacon, so we didn't have anything fun. Our student section wasn't calling anything fun.
You guys are the Spartans, right?
Yeah, we're the Spartans.
We call it ancient Greece or something.
I mean, yeah, I kind of like that. I actually kind of like that. I'll send that to my old AD and see what he thinks of that one. Get some branding going.
Yes.
Even strength for about 57 more seconds. Until Cincinnati has a power play for the last 20-ish seconds. The differential there, 15:35 to go here in the third. Bearcats lead it 2-0.
Good win by BB off the face-off.
Trying to get out from behind the goal line. Will do so, a little bit of open space. Deep pass picked up by the goalie of Xavier, stops play. Offensive face-off coming for Cincinnati.
Xavier George is looking for a stretch pass to Nicholson there, just a little too far in front of him. Luckily that was on net, so no icing.
Now 15:22 to go. Face-off won by no one for the moment, sailing back towards the Cincinnati goal. Picked up by Cincinnati, slowing down the pace just a little bit. BB with it, gets a pass over to Nicholson. Tries for a little, I don't know if that was a shot, but softly makes its way over to the keeper. Still got soccer on the mind. My goodness, it's not going to go away until I watch the game tonight. My goodness.
They're interchangeable.
For the most part.
Keeper, goaltender.
I mean, you could call a soccer keeper a goalie technically, but officially it's not. I don't know. It's technicality. I'm sure I'd get yelled at by somebody if I called a keeper a goalie in soccer.
Yeah, somebody's always upset about something. Can't please everyone.
Yeah, it's okay. As long as I'm not just being flat out rude, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I just mix up my words occasionally, especially in positions. There was a time where I was broadcasting and I would say football terminology to describe something and it just would not work. Two players get thrown into the referee. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
So
George looking for a slam dunk, or something like that.
Yeah.
Mixing up terminology.
I mean, some things are meant to be interchangeable. Like slam dunk could be used. I guess home run could be used. Touchdown kind of is very specific to football.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point where I would use yard markers on a football field to measure distance in soccer. Like I would say they kicked it from the 30, and people would be like, what are you talking about? Stop talking.
I mean, hey, it's on the football field. If it's, you're going to use your resources.
I need to just use that as just distance measurement, but not use like the terminology like the 30 instead of, whatever else. Cincinnati with a nice opportunity gets knocked away off the skate of a Xavier defender. Deep shot, nice opportunity there. Had an opening, but missed it wide to the left.
Booth looks to the ceiling as he missed that.
My goodness. So they're trying to hold on their offensive front. 13:33 to go and counting in the third period. Cincinnati looking for a clean sweep of Xavier. Won yesterday 6-3. Struggled early, but able to find the equalizing lead taking and 2 bonus goals late in the game.
Booth loses an edge, goes to the boards.
Trying to find some kind of opening, and it's taken away by Xavier. They'll cross the blue line. A nice little move there from Xavier forward.
Stegman trying to dive into the hit.
Oh, knocked over there.
Good block there from Neerman.
Xavier trying to chip away at this lead, down by 2. It's about 12 and a half to go here in the third. Bearcats still here going strong. Jumped on the ice during the second intermission. I still don't know how he got there, but he got there. And he was dancing around and being the Bearcat, causing a ruckus, as he always does. Xavier with an opportunity on offense here. Shot high and wide over the head of Cosby.
Don't expect much less from the Bearcat.
Yes. If you watched any basketball games last year, you'll be able to tell that he's an interesting character. Is shot there, and a little extracurriculars after the whistle. Guess Xavier defender didn't like how close he got.
Yeah, it was
After the
Rajecki.
stop.
Nathan Rajecki giving a little snowfall to Frambies.
Very much did not appreciate that one.
Yeah, anytime you come within 2 feet of the goalie, there's going to be something happening afterwards.
Offensive faceoff coming for Cincinnati. Be won by Xavier, now given back to Cincinnati. Beebe with a chance, sends it in towards the goal. It's saved. Goalie falling on it, stops the clock. Another offensive faceoff coming.
Looks like Adoon's giving a piece of his mind to one of the Musketeers defenders.
Another offensive faceoff now. Beebe in the circle. Knocks it back. Picked up by Xavier, now given back to Cincinnati. Whistle is blown. Couldn't tell you for why.
There's a penalty coming up on Adoon. His second of the game. And it's going to be 2 minutes for tripping.
Well, now a Xavier power play, 11:57 to go in the third. Xavier was proficient in the power play yesterday. Was able to tie it up twice off of said power plays. Today has been quite the opposite.
The Bearcats need to keep that up, though. They can't afford to keep going to the box, but they can't afford to give up another power play goal and give Xavier momentum in a 2-goal game.
Now officially 2 minutes for tripping for Aiden. Clock starts now. Cincinnati on the penalty kill. Shot knocked away by Cosby and assisted again. Trying to keep it as far away as possible. Xavier backing it out. Nice little shot inside, knocked away.
Doing a little too much puck watching right now.
Trying to get it inside, goes wide to the right. Keeping it along the boards. Shot goes inside. 2 players tangled up, might have had an opportunity there.
Good job by Marks to tie up the stick of Mahone.
Now another shot high and wide, this time to the left. Now hitting it off the glass and sailing into the neutral zone way back. Will be a lineup change for Cincinnati. Now a minute to go on the penalty kill for the Bearcats as well.
Here's Nicholson.
Has a nice opportunity. If he can hang on. Be taken away by Xavier for the moment. It's Nicholson gets tripped up.
Such a strong body he is. So hard to knock off the puck.
That shot sailing into the chest of Cosby.
Took 3 guys to take Nicholson off the puck.
Just over 30 seconds to go.
Nicholson, he's just a solid player overall. He's got the physicality, he's got the speed, he's got the skill. Just a good player. He's also a great teammate to be around. He knows how to lead by example just through his play.
Defensive faceoff won by Xavier. Defensive faceoff for Cincinnati won by Xavier. Have 30 seconds left on this power play. There's a nice hit there. Lost the puck in the process. Xavier still on the offensive. Trying to make the most of the last 15 seconds. It's about 10 minutes to go. Moving around the back door. Had an opportunity but missed it. That shot
good save by
caught
Cosby.
Between the thighs of Cosby. Another scoring update down in Houston. Cincinnati leads it 40-36 now. 54 seconds left in the first half.
A little bit of a comeback made from the Cougars. Let's see if the Bearcats can hold on.
I mean, Houston did lose to Temple.
Anything is possible in any sport. You catch guys on a good day for the Bearcats. Catch guys on a bad day. Good stick there from BB.
BB's has an opportunity. One-on-one with the goalie. Makes a move. Oh, and it's knocked away. BB's thrown against the wall. No
BB
call
giving
there.
a shove back.
Sent behind the goal line, whistle blown. Xavier player gets tripped up, chirping a little bit.
I guarantee you in these last 9 minutes, 42 seconds, there's going to be a little bit of more shoving and pushing.
Oh, I would 100% agree with that.
BB whiffed on the initial shot, was forced to make a move, and Framby's just stood tall. But it looks like a power play for the Bearcats. Roughing penalty going against Xavier.
Now the Rally Cats giving Xavier player a little piece of their mind, I guess. I see him going back and forth. One gestures towards the scoreboard, assuming talking about either the score or the penalty on the board.
Can't imagine chirping with the fans.
Can't go well for the Xavier player in the box. That shot goes up and wide.
Good keep there by BB.
Power play for Cincinnati. See if they can. Words. My brain has shut down. Excuse me. Wow.
It's a fast-paced game.
It really is. Trying to say words and watch the game at the same time. Capitalize. That's the word I'm looking for. Capitalize on this power play. Up by 2. Shot sails in between the thighs of the Xavier keeper. Goalkeeper. Whichever one. They're all interchangeable. 1:26 to go on the power play for Cincinnati.
BB was wanting to stay on. He had already been out there, though, for about a minute. Coaches decided to go to the second power play unit.
Offensive zone face-off for Cincinnati. Coming up right now. Just kidding. Right now.
Good win there by Nicholson.
Sails back. The puck lands at the skate of the referee, which I'm sure does not feel good.
They choose to stand there, so that's their fault. I don't feel bad for them.
Well, I'm not saying that they feel bad. I'm sure it feels bad that just got sent into the skate of the referee standing in the way. That shot, no good. Second effort, also no good. Sent away and cleared. Icing waved off. 44 seconds left on the power play for Cincinnati.
Good shot there from Nicholson. Second chance by Williams. Just couldn't find anything.
About 8:16 to go here in the third period. Almost said quarter. There are not quarters in hockey.
Ooh, hard
Nice
hit there.
hit along the boards. Still going at it.
Nicholson
He gets
shoves it back down.
shoved. My goodness.
Xavier fans want a penalty.
No
Not gonna get
remorse.
one.
Absolutely no remorse between these two teams. As the goalie falls on it, stops play, 12 seconds left.
Nicholson's not a guy you want to get in a fight with.
Oh, no, definitely not. 12 seconds remaining on the power play for Cincinnati. 7:53 to go. Here in the third period, Cincinnati leads at 2-0. The second of two games between these two teams. Crosstown face-off. First game was yesterday, resulting in a 6-3 victory for the Bearcats. Today they look for the same, up 2-0.
You can definitely feel the intensity rise. Starting to rise, intensify a little bit here in the arena.
That face-off won by Cincinnati. 10 seconds left on the power play. Trying to see if they can capitalize in the last 5 seconds. Slap shot off the backboard. No good. Second effort into the chest of the keeper.
And that is going to be the end of the power play for the Bearcats.
Had a very good opportunity there. Nonetheless, came up with nothing. But still leading by 2.
And again, for the Bearcats, this is where you got to keep your cool in this last 7 minutes, 30-something seconds. Can't have something stupid go wrong and get sent to the box and have Xavier strike on the power play.
Now Cincinnati behind the goal line.
Shot there from Anderson, saved there by Frambies.
Trying to keep this alive. Cincinnati fighting for a playoff spot. Face-off won by Cincinnati. First shot bounces off the pad of the goalie. Second shot a little bit too high. Cincinnati, third
Shot
attempt.
from Booth.
No dice once again. Keeps fighting.
Oh, what a
There's
save.
Another opportunity there.
Steve,
Another opportunity.
Oh my God, what a save.
There's a little scrum on the ice for it. It gets punched out. Now Cincinnati, another one. The puck is dropped. Whistle's blown.
Bearcats obviously upset. Ref didn't see it. That's why he blew the whistle. Obviously, though, the puck came loose, and the Bearcats are going to be upset about that. But puck came out of the zone, so it might be a good thing that they're getting an offensive zone faceoff here.
Absolutely insane sequence just then. I think about 10 shots taken in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, Frambies, I think he made a paddle save when Lavaseur had a wide open net. But Frambies is able to put the stick down and keep the puck out.
7:02 remaining in this game. Cincinnati looking to move on to 11-16. Knock Xavier to 2-21. Xavier defender loses the puck, had a chance for a breakaway. Slapping at it, gets sent into the neutral zone. Trying to keep on. Cosby just puts a glove on it. Stops play. Slow things down just a little bit. Defensive zone face-off for Cincinnati. Fought for and won by Xavier initially. Picked up by Cincinnati, however. They're going to take it behind the goal and away. Down the far side is Lemming.
Gaining some speed.
Beautiful.
Good try there.
That was a great attempt there. That shot landing into the glove of the Xavier keeper. Offensive face-off coming for Cincinnati.
Checky might have been a hair offsides. Refs didn't see it, though.
.6:22 to go. We enter the final almost 6 minutes of this one. Whistle was blown, foul is called. knocks 1 second off of the board. Face-off fought for and won by Cincinnati. Have a quick opportunity, fighting at the goal.
Still
it's knocked
loose.
around. It's behind the goal line, trying to zip it back towards the blue line. They do.
Nice
Makes
move.
one move. Shot goes in. It's still loose. It's still loose and knocked away.
Framby's giving up a lot of rebounds here. Might want to take advantage of that.
Cincinnati's next shot goes wide high to the left. Still fighting for it. Trying to find his third goal. Now Xavier sending it. It's cleared. Cincinnati looking to bring it back. Zimmer lost his footing. Now taking the other way. Makes one move. Loses the puck for a second. Now sending it across the goal line. Behind the goal. Still not much to work with at the moment. Xavier makes one move, a nice move. Able to get it away. Now in transition, the puck is knocked away. There's an opportunity for Xavier. It's knocked away by Cosby, however. Now 5 minutes to go. Xavier reaching for that puck. Can't come up with much. Fighting for it along the near side boards. Puck squeaks out. Now moving along the near side. Trying to make a move inside. Puck sails out of bounds into the Xavier bench.
Bearcats have done a good job in this third period, keeping the puck mostly in the Musketeers' end. They need to do that for this last 44 minutes and 38 seconds.
Just about 4.5 to go. Cincinnati looking for their 4th win in a row. Cosby looking for a second shutout of the season. That shot slapped in, knocked off a pad. Losing a stick is BB.
Yeah,
Got tangled up in a
held.
player.
He was looking for a call there.
Didn't get much. Now Cincinnati looking to make something happen, weaving around, trying to find something in transition. Gets a pass across the ice. Just beyond the circles, finds nothing. Xavier loses the puck, however, off the rebound.
Again, another rebound given up by Framby off the first shot. Bearcats need to get to the net hard.
Now Cincinnati with potential opportunity here. Up 2-on-3. That puck is still loose. He's fallen on.
Just got the pad down on Elias Adoon.
Framby very lucky there.
He's made a couple of big saves to keep the Musketeers in this game.
Now 3:46 to go. Cincinnati still leads at 2-0. And at halftime, Cincinnati down in Houston leads 43-36 over the Cougars in men's basketball. Now Cincinnati looking to extend their lead.
Booth just shot that wide.
Put a dagger in this one. With style points, whatever you want to call it. Run up the score, and any of those descriptions that you see fit.
Just get a goal.
Yes,
that's
that
all we
too.
need.
That is also a very significant or very sound statement to be made. Now 3 minutes. Puck in the neutral zone. Just trying to keep it away from the Bearcat goal. They do so. Icing is the call.
Gress had a little bit more time to make a play there. Just trying to throw it into open ice for someone to skate it to, but no one was there. He just took 1 extra second, started moving his feet up the ice. Could have negated that icing call.
Defensive zone faceoff for Cincinnati coming up.
Good turnout here too.
Yeah, I would say this is actually a very nice turnout for the second game of this series. at Heritage Bank Center. Now Cincinnati with an opportunity. Loses the puck. Now Xavier will take it the other way, crossing the blue line. Sends a pass back behind the goal line, fighting for it. Along the boards, someone loses their stick. Number 9 is Xavier. Fell to the floor. The shot goes in, picked up, but dropped. Second effort is also no good. Hit the outside of the net.
Good hit by Rajecki. Hit him right in the chest, just couldn't find where it landed.
First shot belonging to Lemick. Couldn't find much.
Nice pass there.
That shot in, puck still loose, but then picked up eventually by the keeper.
Last 2 minutes here, I imagine once Musketeers gain offensive zone pressure, they're going to pull Frambies and try and they're going to get an extra attacker and try and make this a 2-1 game.
Definitely might be that way. Last time that happened, it did not go in Xavier's favor. Scored 2 goals after the fact. One of which a very
nice
big buzzer beater.
Nice pass there from Nicholson.
Cincinnati winning it off the offensive face-off. Puck still loose, had an opening that closed on the goal. Now Xavier's going to take it the other way. Under 2 minutes to play. Cincinnati looking to just keep it as far away as possible.
Good poke there from Nicholson.
Trying to take it the other way. Still sitting in the neutral zone. About 90 seconds remaining in the game. Cincinnati leads it by 2. Cosby with a nice save. Trying their best. A nice move there from Zimmer. Down the ice. Direction, that's Zimmer. Takes one shot, bounces off the keeper.
Got
no
held
good.
a little bit. Good hit by Stegman.
Fighting along the far side boards. Shot goes in, knocked away.
Keep my eye on Frambies.
Another shot in. Cosby picks it up.
Xavier's going to call a timeout here.
Looks like Frambies might come in. And an extra attacker for Xavier will be put in his place. Possibly.
Bearcats doing a solid job in this third period. Like I said, keeping the puck in the offensive zone. This last minute, they're definitely going to have to bear down on defense, as they're going to get a flurry of chances from the Musketeers.
Now, under a minute remaining in this one. Looks like Cincinnati might come away with it. But crazier things have happened.
Yeah, you can never count any team out in any situation in the sport of hockey. Just so many crazy bounces, crazy plays that could happen with the puck.
Frambies will stay in on the other end.
Coming out about halfway. I imagine if the Musketeers win this face-off, they will pull Frambies, but if not, they're going to tell them to stay on.
Cincinnati up by 2. Face-off coming. Fought for, won by Xavier. Shot wide to the left. Frambies remains in. As the puck sails behind the goal line.
No icing there.
Trying to make something out of almost nothing are the Musketeers. 35 seconds to go.
Yep, here he comes.
Gonna pull him at the last second for the last 30 seconds of the game. Cincinnati. Looking to try and get some kind of breakaway like they did yesterday. Behind the goal line.
Good stick there
Trying
from
to
Teddy George.
keep it out, they will. 10 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that does it from Heritage Bank Center, Cincinnati. Undefeated against the Xavier Musketeers in 2023.
And a second shutout for Ian Cosby. Well deserved.
What a way to get his second shutout as well against crosstown rival Xavier. Absolutely fantastic. What a game.
And to do it at Heritage Bank, too, in your senior year. Blauman giving them some love.
That's a memory that I don't think any of these players will forget. Coming into Heritage Bank Center, the home of the Cincinnati Cyclones, taking home a win against arguably the biggest rival in school history. And there you have it.
Yeah, definitely. What a good feeling that these boys are going to have. Going to go back home, probably celebrate a little bit. Next weekend, they got a tough matchup against Penn State.
Oh, yeah.
So they head to Penn State to play them for a 2-game series.
It'll be a very tough one. When's the next home game?
Next home game, February 10th against West Virginia. Not exactly sure on the time, probably late start, 9 o'clock. Then turn around quick, February 11th against West Virginia as well.
Make sure to either be there. Tickets are $5 or free if you're a University of Cincinnati student, or you can watch it right here for free on the UC Bearcat Hockey YouTube channel. One last time from Heritage Bank Center. Cincinnati wins it 2-0 over Xavier. For Alex Perez, I'm Ethan Herzog. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And once again, a big thank you to Heritage Bank Center themselves and the Cincinnati Cyclones for this amazing opportunity. Thank you so much, and have a good rest of your day.